All right, here we are. Last video talking about solving quadratic equations. This one is the level 6 bonus video about the quadratic formula. So if you haven't seen level 6, you could check that out. We solved a couple of equations. Okay, in both cases we had to multiply by the leading coefficient, okay, to make the leading term a perfect square, and then multiply by 4, right, which was our trick from to turn a level 5 into a level 4. Okay, so if we try that same thing here, right, we can actually go ahead and get the quadratic formula going, right? So we'll start there. So we'll multiply by 4 and the leading coefficient a. Okay, so we can start there. So we know we're going to end up with 4a squared x squared plus 4ab x plus 4ac equals, well, 0. All right, now we can jump straight here to using our box method. Okay, lots of ways of coming up with the quadratic formula are very messy. Here, all we got to do is multiply by 4a. So we've done that. Now we know we're going to have our 4a squared x squared, 4a squared x squared. Okay, now we got to split 4abx. We got to split it in two. Well, it's going to be 2abx and 2abx. Okay, both positive. Okay, so that's cool. All right, now thinking about this first term. Okay, well, the square root of 4 is 2. Square root of a squared is a. Square root of x squared is x. So we've got 2ax here. So 2ax times 2x is going to give us 4a squared x squared. All right, now what do we have to multiply 2ax by to get 2abx? Well, what's missing is this b here. Okay, so we can add b. Boom. Okay, so now when we multiply b by b, we get b squared. Okay, so this is a little different. The other ones we were asking ourselves, what do I have to add to 4ac in order to get b squared? Well, we really don't know. Okay, we really don't know. But here's what we can do is we could just go ahead and add b squared to both sides. Okay, so I'll go ahead and add b squared to both sides. And we end up with 4a squared x squared plus 4abx plus b squared. Okay, and that's what we know is our perfect square over here, right? 2ax plus b quantity squared, that's going to be this term right here, right? But we also have this 4ac plus 4ac, and that's all equal to b squared. Okay, so that's what we've got. So lots of different options, but what we'll go ahead and do is we'll go ahead and get rid of the 4ac from the left side. So we'll subtract that, giving us 4a squared x squared plus 4abx plus b squared, and that's equal to b squared minus 4ac. There's a lot of talk about, the discriminant and this and that, and how many solutions there are, right? And this is where you have that conversation here, because b squared minus 4a is called the 4ac is b squared minus 4ac is called the discriminant. That's this bad boy right here, right? When you take so now we can convert this. Okay, before I talk about that, we can convert this, right? This has now become our level 3. Okay. This was level 4 basically up here. We completed the square. Now we've got a level 3. It's a perfect square in disguise, but we know what that is. It's 2ax quantity plus b, okay, all squared. And that's equal to this b squared minus 4ac, right? That discriminant. So now from here we can take the square root of both sides to get continue with our solutions. Now, when the discriminant is positive, we end up with two real solutions. Okay, two separate solutions. A positive square root of something, negative square root of something. Okay, cool. When the discriminant is 0, well, the square root of 0 is 0. There's right? There ends up being only one solution. Okay, and then when our discriminant is negative, that's when we end up with um, complex solutions, right? So they don't really explain a lot why that happens, right? But thinking about this area model, okay, it's because the side links that we're coming up with are either real, imaginary, or there's only one combination, right? So from here we can continue on. Now I'm going to condense this, all right? So we've got 2ax plus b equals plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. And anybody who knows this, the quadratic formula knows where we're going from here. All right, and we keep going. I'll subtract b, and then I'm going to divide by 2a. Right, I'm not going to do each individual step here. Right, and so we end up with negative b plus or minus this square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, and again, all you need to be able to do to figure out this formula, if you needed to, is to take that standard form and multiply it by 4a, go through the process um, of of completing that square, and there you go. Okay, level 6 quadratic formula.